Right, let's talk to Ben. Oh, okay, he did it late. That's why he did it late, so that's why his comment is so short. Saves me a bit of time, I guess. Carlton versus Brisbane. Brisbane. I like it. Concise, straight to the point. Gold Coast versus Collingwood. My boys Collingwood. You just made the list. That's the 5th time overall now, Ben. Western Bulldogs versus Adelaide. Western Bulldogs. There's another one. There's another one. GWS versus Geelong. Geelong. That's 7. That's 7. Richmond versus Essendon. Essendon. What are you doing? What is this? How many you got wrong? You got 4 wrong already. Fremantle versus Hawthorn. Hawthorn, what? You don't even like Hawthorn. You tip against us all the time. This is the game you tip us? This is the game you... I don't want to shout, but I want to shout right now. What are you... What's going on? What on earth is going on? Melbourne versus North Melbourne. Melbourne. Oh, thank God. Some sanity. St Kilda versus Sydney. Sydney. Wow, that's actually a really good tip. Port Adelaide versus West Coast. Port Adelaide. You saved yourself a bit there, but I'm pretty sure you got 5 wrong. Unless I gave you 2 for one of them. I don't think I did. What? I'm sure you got an excuse that it was rushed, but... Nah. I was not letting you off for anything. Over there. My days. Okay, so Ethan's got some comments on my older geography videos. Those are fun. And my parody of pineapple, apple, pen. Is anyone old enough to remember that meme? How long ago was that? At least 10 years ago? When was this video? 16th of October 2016. So does anyone remember 9 years ago? I'm curious because that meme was something else. It took me too long to make this parody of it. I released it like months later after the meme was already dead. But it still worked. People still watched it. I don't think we even had like 500 subs at this point. Now it's 5.54k. So that leads us into this channel where I post the tipping videos on Sir Davidoff. That is also where the vlog is for my moving home. My moving home video. Yeah, that one. Right. Okay. Laughing my head off. Okay. Why is Ethan laughing his head off? I want to hear this one. Seriously. Taking a risk on Eagles. Ha 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 ha. I should be laughing at Ethan, alright? He's laughing at me for taking a risk on Eagles. The reason I did it, first of all, I like to take risks just so they see what would happen. What would happen? It's more fun tipping that way, especially when you can't win in tipping, right? The Eagles played against Collingwood, and they were with them for 3 quarters. And they could have been ahead in the last quarter as well, to start the last quarter. They played very well against a team that was clearly in first place. I thought because of that, at home, they could do well against a weaker team than Collingwood, which is the rest of the ladder. But I think it was the Giants who have been up and down this season. So I took a risk on them. And this guy's laughing, yeah? But let me just scroll down a little bit, because I remember this, okay? Here it is. Here it is. Yep. Tigers, 12 points. Because MCG is not a happy hunting place for the Crows. They could stuff up after this. After Adelaide had the bye, sometimes it is good to take risks. Like Carlo saying that North Melbourne smash Hawthorn. I don't think this will happen. So first of all, you said the Tigers will beat the Crows because the MCG is not a happy hunting place for the Crows. As if the Tigers are any good anyway compared to the Crows, for flip's sake. And then you suggested that Carlo's tip of saying that North would smash Hawthorn was a good idea. You're suggesting that that's a good tipping idea for North Melbourne to smash Hawthorn. And you said Richmond would beat Adelaide. And now you're laughing at me for tipping West Coast to beat GWS the week after they took Collingwood for 3 quarters. Ethan's on the list. 5 times for that. It's that's just ridiculous. And it's 5 times because on top of that, he was going on all week saying, "Oh, Gold Coast are going to beat Adelaide away. I'm gonna go to the Adelaide over." He went to that game because he wanted Adelaide to lose. He's like, Gold Coast are gonna win. Last week, Gold Coast beat Collingwood. They smashed Collingwood, so they're going to beat Adelaide. And I was just like, first of all, they didn't smash Collingwood. They survived Collingwood. Collingwood almost bloody came back from 40 points down. That's the first thing. Second, they were playing Adelaide away. Even if you smash Collingwood, Adelaide away this year is very tough. This man cannot accept that Adelaide are a good team. Richmond! He thought Richmond would beat them because of the MCG. Is this 2017? Is this 2018? Like, what's going on? It's acting like, for flip's sake. And it's just like, we get it. You don't like Adelaide. Guess what? I don't like Geelong. I don't go every week saying they're going to lose. If I think they're going to win, I say it. And I say that most weeks. This guy cannot let go of his Adelaide agenda. This weekend as well is the Adelaide Showdown. I wish you good luck, my friend. I wish you good luck. Oh, boy. Oh boy. Before we go, actually, there was no round 19 comments. That was weird. But we're going to put teams on the list for these 2 rounds, okay? Right. Carlton, they're on the list. We'll let them off. Plus, Brisbane are very good. Collingwood, I'll let them off only because Gold Coast away is hard. They were 40-something points down. They actually came back from that. Only lost by 6 points in the end. Considering they were dominated against for most of that game. Considering Gold Coast dominated for most of that game. I would say losing by 6 is not too embarrassing. If Collingwood were 40 points up, then yeah, they would have been on the list. And Gold Coast would have been if they lost. Western Bulldogs, Adelaide, again, Bulldogs' record against teams above them is atrocious. So they will be on the list. They're fighting for finals. And they just can't beat teams in the 8, which will be an issue for them if they make the finals. I swear, if Hawthorn miss out in the 8 and they get in, I'll be so annoyed. I'll be so bloody annoyed. And it's possible because we got Adelaide away, we got Brisbane away, we got Collingwood. If we don't beat Carlton and Melbourne, then we might be in trouble if we lose the other 3. But Collingwood are beatable, as Freo and Gold Coast showed. Right. Geelong, they're not fraudulent enough. Essendon are fraudulent. Essendon. How could you lose to Richmond like that? Absolute disgusting frauds. I'm going to unfortunately put my own team on the list. I don't want to. I'm not proud of it, but we managed the game well for 3 quarters. Last quarter didn't turn up. Just thought, you know what, we don't want to win anymore. And Freo wanted to win. That was the difference. Melbourne v North Melbourne. Again, North are just quite bad. The Saints are on the list. They didn't do a good job of managing that game. West Coast will be on the list, but not for this game. They'll be on the list for the loss to Richmond. They were absolutely atrocious once again. I'm just like, I thought I saw improvement. They did well against Collingwood. There were some signs here and there. They'll get a second win. Can't beat Richmond at home. So, what the flip do we do? What the flip can you do about that? So they're on the list for that. Flipping heck, why have I clicked the wrong round? See, this is their fault. This is all West Coast fault. It's all their fault. Stupid idiots. I now understand JD Eagles for being so negative about them. Now I completely understand this point. Now I get it. Now I get it. Essendon, we know, are frauds. Bulldogs, again, another loss, but it's a Gabba game. Port Adelaide, you'd expect them to lose in Launceston. North Melbourne, again, expect them to lose anywhere. Melbourne, expect them to lose. Carlton made hard work of that one. Saints are fine. Collingwood, for that, I'll let you off. But you have lost twice now. Be careful. Be very careful. And Gold Coast, I think most people expected them to be beaten there, apart from Ethan. So yeah, just West Coast from that round. We're caught up there. Right, now let's go back to this guy's round 17 tips.
You just made the list! You just made the list! You just made the list! You just made the list!